Olá pessoal, hi everyone, tudo bem? Hoje vamos fazer outro vídeo sobre ouvindo uma pessoa falando inglês. Today we're going to do another video listening to someone speak English. So vamos lá, let's go. I live long enough to see the cure for death, to see the rise of bit-shunned society, to learn 10 languages, to compose 3 symphonies, to realize my boyhood dream of taking up residence in Disney World, to see death of the workplace, end of work. I never thought I'd live to see the day when Keep a Moving Dan would decide to deadhead until the heat of death of the universe. Dan was in his second or third blush of youth when I first met him. Sometime late 21, he was a rangy cowpoke, apparent 25 or so, all rawhide, squint lines and sunburned necks, boots worn thin, infinitely comfortable. I was in the middle of my chem thesis, my 4th doctorate, and he was taking a break from saving the world, chilling on campus in Toronto, and core dumping from some poor anthro major. We hooked up at the Grad Students Union, the GSU, or Gazoo for those who knew, on a busy Friday night, springish. I was fighting a choral slow battle for a stool at the scratch bar, inching my way closer every time the press of body shifted, and he had one of the few seats surrounded by a litter of cigarette junk and empties, clearly encamped. Some duration into my foray, he cocked his head at me and raised some bleached eyebrows. You get any closer, son, and we're going to have to get a prenup. I was apparent 40 or so, and I thought about bridling at being called son, but I looked into his eyes and decided he had enough real time he could call me son anytime he wanted. I backed off a little and apologized. Agora vou ler mais rápido. Now I'm going to read it faster. Vou ler normal, so I'm going to read it normal. I lived long enough to see the cure for death, to see the rise of bitch-shunned society, to learn 10 languages, to compose 3 symphonies, to realize my boyhood dream of taking up residence in Disney World, to see death of the workplace and work. I never thought I'd live to see the day when Keep a Moving Dan would decide to deadhead until the heat death of the universe. Dan was in his second or third blush of youth when I first met him. Sometime late 21, he was a rangy cowpoke, apparent 25 or so, all rawhide squint lines, sunburned neck, boots worn thin, infinitely comfortable. I was in the middle of my chem thesis, my 4th doctorate, and he was taking a break from saving the world, chilling on campus in Toronto, in core dumping for some poor anthro major. We hooked up at Grad Students Union, the GSU, or GSU for those who knew, on a busy Friday night, springish. I was fighting a choral slow battle for a stool at the scratch bar, inching my way closer every time the press of body shifted. And he had one of the few seats surrounded by a litter of cigarette junks and empties, clearly encamped. Some duration into my foray, he cocked his head at me and raised his sun-bleached eyebrows. You get any closer, son, and we're going to get a prenup. I was apparent 40 or so, and I thought about bridling at being called son, but I looked into his eyes and decided he had enough real time that he could call me son anytime he wanted. I backed off a little and apologized. E agora, now we're going to experiment with salgadinhos de cibola, some onion potato chips that are hot. E vamos lá, vamos experimentar. Acho que não são quentes. Muitas coisas para mim já não são quentes. I don't think they'll be very hot. For me, not many things are very hot. São boas, they're good. Gosto muito, I like them all. Muito gostosa. Os salgadinhos de cibola são muito bons. Those bag of onion chips are very good. Mas para mim, como as outras coisas, eu não acho quente. And like other things, I don't find them very hot, but muito, muito gostoso. Se você procura salgadinhos de cebola com pimenta, você deve experimentar com isso. So if you guys find a bag of onion chips with hot sauce or spicy onion chips, go ahead and try them. Very good. Hasta luego. Until later, people. Ciao, ciao. Bye, bye.